Hello and welcome to Orlit. In this video, I'll walk you through profile management, focusing on tenants, storefronts, as well as address setup. This is where you access your tenants. By default, you have some records created for you based on the information that you gave out when filling the trial request form. So you have some of the informations here set up for you by default when you fill out the trial request form. The date here is the date that you filled the trial request form. Company name is the name of your company. Weight units and dimension units are units of measurements that you use, and they are used basically in reports. Also, we have the payment mode. Orlit allows for 3 payment mode, and payment mode defines how you want your customers to pay on your store. We have online POD, which means payments on delivery, as well as wallets. Online payments allows that customers pay instantly using our payment processor. Orlit currently has 2 payment processors, which is Flutterwave and Paystack. POD means that your customers pay on delivery. So you allow them to place order for a particular product. You allow them place order and they make payments once the order has been delivered. And wallet payments allows customers to pay using funds that are stored in their Orlit wallets. And you can enable one or multiple payment modes depending on your business structure. As you can see here, we have all 3 payment modes enabled. You can enable one of it, or you can enable all of the payment modes depending on your business structure. And the next thing here is enforced shipping fee. Enforced shipping fees, it means that when enforced shipping fee is enabled, it means that customers must pay for shipping fee before they can complete checkouts. What this means is that you must have your shipping rates and ranges set up properly. Because if it is not set up properly and you have enforced shipping fee here, Orlit will prevent orders from being placed. Your customers will not be able to place order because there is no shipping calculation. So you must have your shipping range and rates set up properly before you can enforce shipping here. But if it is disabled, it means that Orlit will allow customers to place order if there is a shipping cost calculated or not. Now, what this means is that if you disable this, let's say, for example, you want to allow free shipping to some location and you want paid delivery to some location. For example, your business is located in Lagos State and you want anybody that placed order in Lagos State to not pay for delivery fee, but you want those that place order outside of Lagos to pay for delivery fee. So this means that shipping cost, those that are placing within Lagos State, shipping fee would not be calculated for them. But those that are purchasing your product outside of Lagos State, then they have shipping fee calculated for them. But if you do not want to allow free shipping, then you have to activate enforced shipping fees, which means that all your customers, irrespective of their location, have to pay for shipping fee because they have to pay for shipping fee. And also keep in mind that you must set up your shipping rates and ranges properly before you can activate your shipping fee here, because once it is activated and you do not have your shipping rates and ranges set up properly, Orlit would not allow your customers to place order. Then the next thing is your logo. When you are onboarding, you've picked a logo while onboarding, but then you can also change it as well. And when you are done with this, you click on next. Next is the business address detail. This will also be set up for you by default based on the information that you gave us while requesting trial. And so make sure that the information here is the correct information or the correct detail of the business owner, because this is where all notification will be sent to. If customers placed order on your storefront, or if any customers sign up or fill a form, this is where all the notification will be sent to. Another thing here is payment details. Orlit allows you to activate payment processors. And on Orlit, we have two payment processors. We currently have two payment processors, which are Flutterwave and Paystack. So to create a new payment processor, if you want to create a new one, you click on New Processor here, click on the one that you want to create. Once it loads, you pick your bank as well as your account number, and it will validate the account name. And once you are done creating it and you click on submit, it will show here to show you the list of valid payment processor. For a new processor that you just created, it will not be active here. It will be deactivated. But for a new processor that you just created, it will not be active. So you need to activate it so that it can show to your customers and they'll be able to see it on the storefront and pay through the payment processor. And once you are done, you can submit. Now the next thing is your storefront. Storefront is your website. This is where customers will interact with your products, where they will know more about your products and also place order. And on Orlit allows one tenant to have multiple storefronts. You can have multiple storefronts for different business that is targeting different business or that targets different customer base. For example, you are a business owner that sells fashion items and you are also a baker. Instead of you having fashion items and baking items in one website, you can have two different websites, two different storefronts. One that is focusing on fashion items and the other one that is focusing on baking items only. By default, a storefront will be created for you as part of your onboarding process. So you would see at least one storefront that has been created for you, and you can also add to it as well. And so, of course, you have the dates, you have your store URL and your store name, which you have picked when you are onboarding. Caption is the text that shows on your browser tab. So you can use a captivating caption. And also your logo as well. You have picked this as well when you're onboarding, and you can also change it as well. It's the logo that shows on your storefronts. Then the favorite icon. This is the icon that shows on your browser tab. So make sure that the favorite icon here is an icon, not your full logo. Then apps logo. Apps logos are automatically created for you from your logo. So Orlit gives you a progressive web application. This means that your website also doubles as a mobile application. So the app logo is used when your store is accessed through a mobile app. So it gives you different sizes of your logo so that when it is accessed on a mobile app, it can show perfectly on the mobile application. Also, your in color and background color, they affect how your website looks like, how your application looks like on mobile devices. So it is preferable to use a color that is related to your logo. Customer group. There's a customer group that is automatically created for you. So all your customers that signed up to your store are created under this customer group. A default role is automatically created for you, and it consists of all the user accounts of the customers. They are all created under customer role. They do not have any permission all they have is access to your storefronts and all the features and everything that you have on your storefronts. That is all that they have. They do not have permission to your admin. Now, the next thing is store type. Store type helps you to structure your shipping in terms of delivery, express delivery, and quick delivery. But for now, every online order is treated the same way. Next is location mode. For location mode, we have three location mode. We have none, we have all, and mixed. None means that you are not selling by location. So it means that you are selling across everybody in the country, everybody in the world that has access to your website can place order. It means that you are not selling based by location. Everyone can see your products and they can place order for it. Once you pick, once your location mode is either all or mixed, it means that you want to restrict your store to people around you. Only those that are within the max distance radius that you have set will be the ones that would see your products and they can buy from you. The difference between these two is that for location mode of all, it means that all your outlets are location based. If you have multiple seller outlets, it means that all of them are location based. And this means that when customers get to your storefront, they will only see products that are closer to them. But once it is set on mixed, it means that some of your outlets are location based and some of them are not location based. So that means that if as a customer, if your location mode is mixed, it means that if I as a customer, I get to your storefront and I am closer to one of your outlets, I will see the products on that outlet. I'll see all the products that you have on that outlet. But if I'm not closer to any of your location outlets, I will still see some of your products. But for location mode of all, it is only if I am closer to any of your store outlets that I will be able to see your products. If I'm not closer to any of your store outlets, I will not be able to see. I would not see any products. Once I get to your storefront, I will not see any products. But for mixed, I will see products that are closer to my outlets and that are closer to, I will see products of outlets that are closer to my location. And if I am not closer to any of your locations as well, I will still see products. And next is max distance. Max distance is the distance between your customer and your store location. And also max distance is dependent on location mode. If I set location mode to none, then I do not need to set max distance. But if my location mode is all or mixed, then I need to pick the max distance. This is showing the distance between your customer and your store location. You want only people within 2 kilometer radius of your business location to be able to see your products, or 1 kilometer radius, or 3 kilometer, or 5 kilometer, as the case may be. Next is product categories. By default, all product categories will show up on your storefront. But if you want to restrict your storefront to a particular product category, on Orlit you can have multiple storefronts, and you have a storefront that is showing all your products, but you want to have another storefront that shows just one type of products. Now you can restrict the product category. You can restrict the products that will show on the storefront by picking the product category here. So if I pick a product category of bakery, it means that this storefront will only show products that I have under bakery. If I pick best deals, any of the product category that I pick here, it means that this storefront is only going to display products that I have under best deals or any of the products category. So you pick any of the products category here if you want to restrict your storefront to display a certain kind of products. And also when we are done with that, the next is seller. By default as well, all your seller outlets, the quantity and prices on your seller outlets shows on your storefronts. But if you also want to restrict a seller outlet quantity and price, it's just the quantity and price of that seller outlet that you want to show on your storefronts. That is when you now pick your subscription, your seller, and your seller outlets. And this means that it is only the quantity and prices, the quantity of products and the prices of products that you have set to this seller outlets that will show on your storefront. And to do this, all you have to do is click on some subscription. We have a lot of subscription and you can pick one of them. You pick any of the sellers and you also pick the outlets. So this means that it is only the products, it is only the quantity, the products quantity and prices that we have on this seller outlets that will show on the store fronts. Now checkout type. We have three checkout type. We have user, allow guest, and hybrid. User enforces that your customers create an account before they can check out. Allow guest and hybrid is the same, but the difference is that for hybrid, it prompts your customers to either continue as guests or create an account at the point of checkout. But for allow guests, it does not ask for further questioning. It just assumes that they are guests and then it allows them to check out without prompting them to either continue as guests or create an account. For user, it enforces that they have to create an account before they can check out them. So once we are done with all this, you can submit as well. Now the last thing on profiles management is address setup. So once you click on address setup here, address setup gives you details of all locations that you want to receive sales from. So to add a new address setup, you just click on new address here, and then you can select the country from the existing list of country that we have here. And you can also select the state as well. Now, if you want to receive sales from all the states across the country, then you only select the country and then you submit. It will create all the states, the country, and the local governments across the country. But if you are open to specific states in the country, then once you select your country, then you need to select the states that you are open to. And you need to select the states that you are open to in that country, and then you submit. Another thing that you can do on address setup is that you can delete addresses. You can also delete address as well. You can only delete address that has not been used. But if you have an address that has been used and you want to delete it, you will get a prompt that tells you that this address has been used. For example, let's check if this address has not been used, we will be able to delete. But if it has been used, you can see. Now this shows us that this address has been used and we cannot delete it. But if it is an address that has not been used, then we would be able to delete it. Also, if you want to delete all, so let's say you want to delete all the locations that you have based on country or states, instead of you deleting it one after the other, what you can do is come here to delete all. Then you select, if you want to delete by states or by country, you pick the country and you submit. This will delete all the states and the local governments that we have in this country, in Nigeria. Also note that it will only delete the states and local governments that has not been used. If you have some states and local governments in this country that you have used, then it will block you. There will be you'd get a prompt that tells you that this local government, you cannot delete it because it has been used. So if you want to delete a specific state, you also come, you click on states, and then you click on any of the states that you want to delete. And that is all about profile management. In this video, I've been able to guide you through on tenants, storefronts, as well as address setup. Thank you.